We will let you know when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. If you are making a general public comment, you must address topics within the jurisdiction of this committee. If you are not speaking on topic, or if we cannot tell if you are speaking on topic, you will get one brief warning from the chair or me. If you do not immediately get back on topic or again stray off topic, the chair will cut you off and you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time. Thank you.
For anyone that has signed up for public comment, can you please line up behind the podium? We will be taking general public comment first, followed by the items. Can you please state your name?
My name is Duarte Reddy, and I will.
What items would you be speaking on?
I will speak on everything. Do you understand everything? 1
minute for general public comment, 2 minutes for the other items.
You actually understand English. Unbelievable. No, start with okay, you said general first. Okay, general first. Public Works. Okay, I'm talking about illegal dumping site. Continue on item number 5. I feel this is a racist item. The reason why I'm saying that is because I have so many family members and friends that are part of the Black Lives Matter. We do not have access to trash can. We do not have luxury services like trash pickup. But however, I'm aware this for trying to increase the penalty, increase the fine for illegal dumping. Now, I'm just very, very concerned that all of our Black Lives Matter Spindler, Black Lives Matter Herman, that all of us will having dealing with much more severe penalties because our city failed to provide, appropriate trash can waste management services to us. So I just feel this is very racist towards Black Lives Matter, and I will always advocate for our Black Lives Matter. Start with item number 4. Item number 5. Item number 5 is the hiring recruitment for the construction contractors for the Pacific Palisade. Yes, I am here to advocate for all of the Black Lives Matter contractor because our city has a specific practices that they are only hiring Hispanic and white contractor, and then all of my friend, my family, Jason Reedy, they never get a city contract. My Black Lives Matter friend Herman, they never get a city contract. Why is that? I don't know. But I am here to advocate in the future, whenever we are having recruitment, we need 100% black recruitment. If we have a contractor, we have to make sure 100% Black Lives Matter contractor services. So our black contractors are facing discrimination in the workplaces, and our city has an obligation to fix this kind of a racist item. Item number 6. Item number 6 is about fine for illegal dumping. I talked about this in the general, and I will continue to repeat this again. In the Figueroa Street, in the Figueroa neighborhood, same thing. Our Skid Row neighborhood, same thing. In our, El Sereno neighborhood, same thing. When you failed to provide, appropriate, adequate trash services, and then somehow you are saying that you are going to impose harsher penalty for us to dumping the trash. So literally, you don't leave us any options in between. Why that you do not target the white community? Why you only target our, Black Lives Matter community? Why that you do not do that in the Hispanic neighborhood? You only do that in black neighborhood? I don't know. But I am always advocate Black Lives Matter, Jason Reedy. I will always support Black Lives Matter with my friend Herman and Spindler. Thank you.
Next speaker. Can you please state your name?
Oh, the goddamn Adams General Comment.
Start with general public comment first, 1 minute, followed by 2 minutes.
Someone knows the man of Louisa Padilla will not turn on the street lights on Balboa Boulevard between Burbank and over by Lake Balboa and the busway on Victory Boulevard. Why is she contributing to drug sales and human trafficking rather than turning on the streetlights? Mr. Jordan for Public Works is here today. They waited for the order from the Arleta parent. Will you please fix our streetlights about All you gotta do is give the order, and the streetlights can be, but she's leaving them off because she's got to raise money for drug sales and human trafficking. It's all part of her strategy to run for mayor. I say, free the Jews and allow our streetlights to be illuminated once again. Now, public comment. Have you ever seen a bigger hypocrite than Hamburger Hernandez? I can't think of anybody one. Look at number 34. She's calling it a fucking street closure, but what she's really doing is doing a 4118 by behind the lines. That's because she don't want niggas and Jews to be in the RVs parked on these motherfucking streets north of her district. She don't give a fucking shit about south of her district where MacArthur
That's the
Park
final
and
warning.
Westlake is. Well, what the fuck do you think 3 and 4 is, boo? It's in
Oh my
CD1.
God.
It's in CD1, right? And
Stick
it's
to the
talking
item,
about designating these intersections to be closed, right?
Inappropriate.
So that's what you're doing. You're closing streets and you're calling them closures when there should be 4118 in disguise. But let's talk about the lesbian issue.
All right, that's it. Your time is up. You're not on the agenda item. Mr. Priscilla Vega,
What do you
I will give
mean?
you the final
I'm
warning.
talking about the lesbian issue.
Speaker, you were given a warning that if you do not
Regarding
stand
Jackie
topic,
Goldberg.
you will be ejected from the meeting. Please return to the topics of the agenda items.
Jackie Goldberg Sunset Junction, number 9, right?
I'd already given you your final warning. So you're out of the meeting.
Yeah, good. Give me
What the
five.
hell, what do you mean?
If you weren't speaking so loud and you would hear, you would have heard that I gave you your final warning.
A final warning
For not
about
sticking to
what?
the agenda.
Jackie Goldberg was
Out.
not gay?
Thank you.
There's no other
Out.
copies. Tell him to get a copy.
Let's go. You've been ejected.
Why is it that you're so proud about gay rights? You can't use the word lesbian?
I'm sorry to everybody that's here at this meeting that has to deal with this.
Word out.
Why not? What's wrong with
What's
being a
being said does not
lesbian?
align with any of our values here, the work that we're trying to do as a city.
Are you
Thank you.
closeted?
Oh my God.
Are you also gay and you're not admitting it? Are you closeted?
My anxiety
You
level
don't
is
like the
through the
word
fucking roof
lesbian?
with this
Lesbian
shit.
is a totally acceptable word in the gay community. That's okay, she was a lesbian. It's a known fact, she was
Can you
openly
please state your
gay,
name?
right?
And can you begin with general public comment, 1 minute?
Jackie
T
Goldberg.
R U M P. Trump is my name. Trump 45, Trump 47 is my name. Should I read it to you again? T R U M P is my name for the record. And I will not insult Jackie Goldberg on the Sunset Junction,
Free
whether or
Netflix
not
show.
she's a closet lesbian or not.
Why pay for Netflix?
And then I'm gonna go into the item number 1. I figured it out under code case section of number 1. But that is Superior Court case number 1, 18 USC, section 372. Mr. Attorney, for the record, in no disrespect or dishonoring Jacqueline Coachella, the U.S. Magistrate Judge. This issue about related sidewalk and transit amenity programs goes back to
This is general public comment, FYI.
It's on number 1.
Okay.
This has to do with related sidewalks. And you interrupted me while I'm trying to speak out loud when I can't speak. I guess this is the way you treat an American citizen nowadays, because you defend the illegal immigrant population. Is that right or wrong?
I was just trying to let you know that you were in your general public comment and you were
Okay.
speaking on agenda items.
So what
So
item?
I just, well,
I'm
you were on
confused.
agenda item number
Wait,
1.
you're running the clock. What item am I on?
Give us 2 minutes, Mr. Espinoza. Started 2 minutes. All right, these are on agenda items. Go.
Okay, thank you. Now, going back
Thank you, Mr.
to
Espinoza.
case number, code section 18 USC section 372, under Honorable Jacqueline CHOOLIJIA, and the judge on record here in the statement related to David O. Carter, as in CARTER, yeah, that does relate to sidewalks and transit programs, because homeless people, veterans especially, are treated like trash. And I'm here in representation of Donald Trump, the 47th excellent president, to condone and condemn the city of Los Angeles for its actions of non-compliance to enforcement against the illegal wetbacks that are destroying our city. And then look at item 3 and 4. Who else but you, Madam Speaker, that interrupts my free speech, interrupts my inability to say that Mr. Nazarian, for all I know, is here illegally from Armenia.
Does that
I
have
plan
anything
to
do with the
save
agenda
the
item,
public
Mr.
safety. I'm on
Costello
public
Vega?
safety here, sir.
Speaker, please just clarify the item you're on. Thank you.
I'm on item number 4, food public safety. Washington reason of public safety. Because that's why God brought me here today, to save the children. And if for that reason, under 395, 444, 1969, pleasantly, and under the conditions of I'll Save America,
That
which
doesn't have nothing to do with the agenda item, final warning.
okay, so then I go into the hiring committee on item 5 and 6. Who are you gonna hire now that you created the problems where people are losing their jobs, Miss, is it, Ulysses? How about you, Miss Padilla? What are you and David Worthen gonna do?
That has
for
nothing
us?
to do with the agenda item.
It has to do with hiring. And unions hire people that are here illegally.
Next speaker, please.
George, was that on 6 in public comment?
2 minutes.
How do you do with the trash, number 6? We were in David Carter's court for over a week. And none of you showed up. And your city attorney, just the judge for 2 days, just the entire federal court system, every special master. You people are a joke. One of the issues that came up over there, oh, by the way, I have to mention, this isn't me, the lawyers brought up, 60 people died while we were in court, 7 per day, and Wayne, Herman, I, and Henry were the ones that sat with the homeless, none of you, educated them and empowered them for your information. So what I would like to know is, I have no problem with getting down on normal people that avoid going to the dump, that they go dump stuff. Get down on them. But I would like to know, because I don't see any reference to it in here, what are you gonna do with this in relation to the homeless? Okay, now to general comment. Any you ever seen this? You got a JPA to 1993, and you all are caught in a giant RICO Hobbs Act. You're over your head. The DOJ was in federal court because they're coming down on you. DC, New York, Chicago, LA, and 7 cities and counties in California for building over $1 million a unit. Don't you have an agenda item? It just came up for no more than 15,590. If I get into 600,000 at 34.1 times more people housed, and 800,000, 54 times more people housed, and 8 years ago I gave you the answer and you all threw it in the trash can. And now you're going to prison.
Thank you.
Next
Thank
speaker,
you for
please.
making it easy for us to put you in prison. Because you're done.
Are you guys waiting? Did you want to go last? You sure?
Can you please state your name and the items you would
Okay,
like to
I just
speak
wanted to
on?
make sure.
Yes,
I don't
my
want
name is
to.
Casey Madron. I'm representing citizens for a better Los Angeles, and I'd like to speak on item 1. With the
So
city
1
of LA
minute, please.
Pardon?
1 minute.
1 minute, yeah. When the city of LA was considering approval of the staff program, we submitted multiple comments expressing our concerns about privacy issues stemming from the information contained in the agreement between the city and Transito Vector. After the city approved staff, we filed a lawsuit alleging privacy violations. However, our discussions with Transito Vector were productive, and our group believes the issues we were concerned about have been addressed. The proposed settlement before you contains strong privacy protections that substantially improve on the original project, and we believe those protections will provide significant benefits to the people of Los Angeles. We support the settlement before you and hope that you will recommend approval by the City Council. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker, please. Can you please state your name and the items you would like to speak on?
Yes, hi, good afternoon. Henry Marini. All items on general public comment. I'll start with general first. And with that, I know we have some new faces in the room, so hello. I'm the guy that beat the city attorney, Heidi Feldstein Soto, on a bogus one-count misdemeanor vandalism charge. And interestingly enough, I found a lot through the discovery. What did I find? I found the names of the different LAPD officers involved with colluding with Scientology that are issuing frivolous charges in order to suppress not only the rights, the First Amendment rights of people, but because those people have some damning evidence against how essentially various city officials are aiding and abetting a kiddie trafficking cult, right? A kiddie SA cult in doing all those nefarious acts. In fact, the sitting deputy attorney right now is making a comment over at the Public Works. This is related to Public Works. The reason I got that charge is, guess what? I made reports on the fact that Scientology is blocking the public right of way through illegal barricades. They still to this day have not been criminally prosecuted for the blockade of the public right of way. And that makes a great transition to one of the various motions that are here for illegal dumping. And wouldn't you know it, Deputy City Attorney and council members, that when you blockade the public right of way illegally, 5611 and 5612 does in fact state you're supposed to be each count is a violation that's separate, and it comes with a $2,000 fine, and it racks up interest, meaning each and every violation, right, for the illegal dumping racks up a separate criminal charge, a separate criminal case, a separate fine, and yet they have not been fined, they have not been charged. And why is it that of all the people that were charged, of all the people, it was myself, yet that charge was acquitted? Something to ask Heidi, Deputy City Attorney. She knows me quite well at this point. And moving on, right, moving on, you have yet another court case here that involves the easements and the enforcement of LAMC codes regarding those sidewalks and easements. Why, for a fact, through my case, why is the City of Los Angeles showing selective and malicious prosecution and lack of enforcement on who gets fined, who gets charged, who needs a permit, and who doesn't? For a fact, if you are affiliated politically any sort of which way, absolute fact, with Scientology, you do not need a permit. You will not be fined. You will not get a court case. If you are aiding and abetting any sort of political fashion with Scientology, you will not be prosecuted. In fact, Heidi Soto herself mentioned any corporate entity we do not prosecute, including, not the least of which, Scientology. That's the career legacy that Heidi leaves. That's the legacy this body leaves. Simp for Scientology. And you will have a good career. But will you really? Because you're going to be known as aiding and abetting a kiddie trafficking cult. That's your legacy.
Next speaker, please. Can you please state your name and the
This program also offers unprecedented revenues to the city, and it also has been responsive to community concerns to ensure the program's consistency with our general plan. They have done this by reducing impacts to open space and parks, historic, scenic, sensitive biological, and coastal resources. By supporting the settlement today, you would also be closing a loophole that would open the public right-of-way to unlimited advertising competing for staff advertising dollars. We've spent a great deal of time working together to ensure this program addresses the needs of all parties, and we ask for your support today to move the settlement forward and put this program into.
next speaker, please.
I'm gonna be in the
Can you
back. I gotta
please
go
say
off
your
camera,
name
talk to
and the
somebody.
items
They
you
got
would like
some
to speak
info,
on?
so.
Okay, just to record the
All right, sounds good.